week. It comes from Alex in Madison, Wisconsin. Bobby, he asks, if you were starting your own Sprint Cup team today, of course you owned teams for a while, which driver would you hire and why?
Kyle Busch. You know, the guy drives whatever you put him in, on whatever kind of track they go to, and he doesn't give up. If something goes wrong, he backs up and regroups himself and goes on. I'm impressed with Kyle. He does a really good job, whatever he gets in, wherever he gets, whatever kind of track it is.
Your brother Donnie was here about a month ago, and he said Kyle Busch might be the most talented race car driver he's ever seen. Now, I want to talk about, speaking of Kyle Busch, we've seen rivalries between Kyle and Kevin Harvick, Kyle and everybody, but, you know, rivalries, Bobby, have been such a big part of NASCAR. You know, gosh, there's a list. Cale Yarborough, Buddy Baker, David Pearson, Richard Petty, Darrell Waltrip. You had such vivid rivalries with those guys. Do you feel that we're lacking that today, or do you think it's there, maybe we just don't see it well enough?
Well, I think the attitude is there, but it's so covered up by, oh, you got to be a good boy, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. You know, you got to drive this kind of a car, and you got to drive this kind of a spring because everybody else has that kind of a spring, and that kind of attitude that's put onto the drivers themselves right now, and so they have to bite their lip a lot of times, and they do a good job of that most of the time.
Would Bobby Allison have made it in today's era, or would you have been politically correct?
Well, no, I'd have been a renegade because I was